Hi everybody, Eric's here and I want to welcome you to Alliance, Ohio's Amtrak Station. Alliance, the Carnation city, home of Ohio's state flower, is a small town full of rich history. To learn all about it, you can check out Veronica's History on Amtrak video covering Alliance, where you can step back in time and visit some of the historical structures and museums and learn all about their importance in shaping both Ohio and America. This video is focused on today, however. And here I'm going to teach you all you need to know to navigate the Alliance station, whether you're arriving, departing, or just exploring nearby. Consider this your complete guide to the Alliance Amtrak station. Now, the Alliance station is located right next to the historic downtown and is situated in a pretty stunning railroad crossing where X literally marks the spot. But if you're using Google Maps instead of a treasure map, the address is 820 East Main Street. The station itself is a beautiful unmanned shelter which saw a $1.5 million rebuild in 2011. It's fully ADA accessible, though the concrete platform is at a track level and wheelchairs will require boarding assistance utilizing the lift, and that is located there at the station. Also note that the station is about 500 feet from the parking lot, though the pathway is entirely level and very wide concrete that is well lit with overhead lighting, so no worries about getting from the parking lot to the shelter station where you'd board the train. While there's no Wi-Fi, kiosks, restroom, baggage service, or announcements, you'll find plenty of seating and shelter from the wind, sun, and rain, with heating elements even to keep you warm in the winter. Open entryways and large windows ensure visibility and plenty of natural light. If you're planning to depart from Alliance, you should know that there is a dedicated parking lot at the station for Amtrak riders, but the spaces are limited. There are 5 normal parking spaces and 3 ADA parking spaces that you can see here in the video or the picture that I'm showing you. There's no official overflow parking, but don't worry, drop-off is a breeze, and if you're in a pinch, there is some street parking and other lots available around the town that aren't too far a walk from the station. Alliance is served by Amtrak's long-distance Floridian route, and arrivals and departures are typically late night or early morning. The eastbound Floridian is scheduled to arrive daily at 3:05 a.m. You'll get to Washington, D.C. on that train in the early afternoon, or you can stay on the train another day all the way down to Miami, Florida. The westbound Floridian arrives in Alliance at 1:39 a.m. and that terminates in Chicago, Illinois at 8:45 a.m. There you can explore the Windy City or hop on another train and head further west. These are long-distance cross-country trains that can be subject to delays, so plan ahead and be sure to use the Amtrak app to track your train's location in the hours before your scheduled departure. If you want to get a preview of the scenic beauty that these train trips have to offer, please check out our Amtrak and Chill videos. As of this recording, we have up 2 which are highlighting both the Floridian heading southbound from Ohio to Florida and the Southwest Chief route heading down to Arizona from Chicago. Both of those routes are majestic in their own ways. The Floridian is really interesting because we were leaving in winter, so you get to kind of watch the seasons change as we travel south from snowy weather up in Ohio, West Virginia, and Maryland, all the way down to the tropical weather in Florida. And rail travel really shows you the country from a perspective that's unique, and you really can't experience it by any other means. At least you can't enjoy it, if you're driving the car. So a lot of sightseeing, just staring out the window, enjoying the beauty that America has to offer. Now, if you're disembarking in Alliance, if you're hopping off the train and you want to see the sights, just know this is a small Midwest town. Don't expect taxi service stand at the station, but you do have transportation options. If you don't have a friend picking you up, then the rideshare apps, Lyft and Uber, are always going to be a great first option. But ride availability can be iffy because of the late night, early morning arrival times. Just check your app and know what you're getting into in advance. There is a SARTA bus transit center just half a mile from the station. That's located at 10 Prospect Street. It's about a 15-minute walk. Those core bus routes typically start running from 5:45 a.m. all the way until 6 p.m. in the evening, Monday through Saturday. And finally, if you're sticking around for a bit or heading somewhere else on the road from Alliance, There are a couple of rental car options nearby, with the closest being Enterprise Rental Car that's located at 811 West State Street. It's about 2.5 miles from the station. For dining options, Alliance isn't a big city, but you've got a couple of emergency food options if you're getting off the train hungry. The McDonald's on West State Street and the Sheetz service station are both within 4 miles of the station and open 24/7. There are plenty of other really enjoyable food options nearby once you get settled and are exploring during normal business hours. When Veronica and I were there, we really enjoyed Papa Gyro's Greek Grill and the Old Carolina Barbecue Company. It was good food, reasonable prices. They're kind of chain restaurants, but local chains, so there's not that many of them. The food was really good. Both of those are just a couple of miles from the train station, and there are plenty of other bars, restaurants, and coffee houses around the Mountain Union College campus nearby, which is also where most of your hotel options are going to be if you're looking for lodging. You can choose from Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn Express, and Comfort Inn, among others, along US Highway 62, just about 3.5 miles from the Amtrak station, just past that Mount Union College campus. There are quite a few mid-range to upscale Airbnb options all around Alliance, most of them in the country, depending on what you're looking for, but the hotels are going to be your closest and most affordable options around Alliance. Veronica and I are big fans of IHG's Holiday Inn Express chain, and the free breakfast that you get with that's pretty good. If you are hanging out and you stay near Mount Union College, be sure to take some time to explore that campus. Its Legacy Walkway is a beautiful landscape pathway where you can enjoy a stroll and see all the new and historic buildings that make up the campus. And the campus itself is also surrounded by a 1.1 mile wellness trail. And this features scenic views of the campus lakes and the iconic Columbian Gate. It's worth a visit. If you're a history buff, especially Civil War era history, you can visit the Haynes House and the Mabel Hartzell House Museums, where you'll step back in time to see how life was lived in the 19th century. With plenty of historic relics and incredibly knowledgeable local volunteers providing guided tours. If your style is more medieval, you can take a tour through the impressive Glamorgan Castle that is just 1.5 miles from the train. We didn't get to visit it while we were there, but Alliance is also home to the Troll Hole Museum, which evidently boasts the Guinness World Record for the largest troll doll collection in the world. Kids from 2 to 92 are sure to enjoy it. Did I mention that there's a small limestone monument made from Abraham Lincoln's actual birth home right at the Amtrak station? And being from Kentucky myself, I had to take some time to check this out, pay my respects to Abraham Lincoln, who's, one of America's greatest. If you visit the Amtrak station during the day, you're also likely to find a few rail fans hanging out to watch the freight trains pass through the crossing. While we were there were 2 or 3 folks that had cameras set up capturing footage of the trains. It was fun chatting with them. Alliance is like many small Midwest towns. They're similar on the surface, but there's enough history and beauty if you look a little deeper to keep you exploring for a couple of days. I hope you found this video helpful. Whether you're planning a trip or just exploring what Amtrak travel has to offer, our goal is to prepare you for your next adventure on the rails, wherever they may take you. And if you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe, and leave us a comment. It's free and it really helps us out a lot. But thank you so much for watching, and enjoy your next trip on the train.